Holistic Earth. Daniel 2, found in the second chapter of the book of Daniel, recounts the story of how Daniel interpreted a troubling dream for Nebuchadnezzar II, the king of Babylon. In the dream, the king saw a colossal statue made of different metals, from a head of gold to feet of mixed iron and clay. A stone, not crafted by human hands, then destroyed the statue, transforming into a mountain that filled the entire world. Daniel explained that the statue symbolized four successive kingdoms, starting with Babylon, while the stone represented an eternal kingdom established by God. The book of Daniel is divided into two sections. Chapters 1 to 6 contain tales, and chapters 7 to 12 present visions. Scholars believe the tales originated in the Hellenistic period, while the visions emerged during the Maccabean era. Chapter 2, as it exists today, likely dates back to the first decades of the Seleucid Empire, with roots possibly reaching the fall of Babylon and the rise of the Achaemenid Empire. The overarching theme of the book of Daniel is God's sovereignty over history. While Daniel excels beyond Babylonian magicians, the cosmic conflict centers on the supremacy of the God of Israel over false Babylonian gods. The narrative portrays Daniel's reliance on divine wisdom and emphasizes God's power. The biblical narrative of Daniel 2 unfolds with Nebuchadnezzar's troubled dream in the second year of his reign. Frustrated by his magician's inability to reveal the dream, the king orders their execution. Daniel, through divine intervention, not only discerns the dream but interprets it, revealing the succession of kingdoms and the establishment of God's eternal kingdom. Nebuchadnezzar acknowledges Daniel's God and elevates him to a prominent position in Babylon. The book of Daniel is structured with chapters focusing on Daniel's induction into Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar's dream, the fiery furnace, Nebuchadnezzar's madness, Belshazzar's feast, Daniel in the lion's den, the four beasts, the ram, he-goat, and horn, the 70 weeks, and Daniel's final vision. Additionally, there are additions to Daniel, including the Song of the Three Holy Children, Susanna and the Elders, and Bel and the Dragon. The composition of the Book of Daniel is traced back to the Jewish community in Babylon and Mesopotamia during the Persian and early Hellenistic periods. Modern scholars view Daniel as a legendary figure, possibly chosen for his reputation as a wise seer. The book contains tales narrated by an anonymous voice, except for a letter from Nebuchadnezzar in chapter 4. Chapters 2 to 7 are in Aramaic, employing a chiasmus structure. Daniel 2 is part of a larger chiasmus within chapters 2 to 7, exhibiting an introduction, the king and his courtiers, Daniel and Arioch, Daniel and friends praying, the result, and a similar pattern in reverse order. The text's language switches from Hebrew to Aramaic, and its present form is believed to date back to the Seleucid Empire, although roots may extend to the fall of Babylon. The Book of Daniel is classified as an apocalypse, revealing a heavenly reality to a human recipient. Daniel embodies an apocalyptic seer, receiving divine wisdom that surpasses Babylonian magicians. The book is also considered an eschatology, providing a divine revelation about the end of the present age. Interpreting Nebuchadnezzar's dream involves understanding the significance of dreams in the ancient world. Dreams, especially those of kings, were seen as portents. Nebuchadnezzar's distrust of his court dream interpreters sets the stage for his recognition of Daniel's God. The four world empires represented by the statue are generally accepted as Babylon, Medes, Persia, and Seleucid Syria/Ptolemaic Egypt. Christian eschatological readings traditionally identify these empires as Babylonian, Medo-Persian, Greek, and Roman. The symbolic significance of the stone destroying the statue evokes biblical imagery of God as the Rock of Israel, with parallels to the book of Isaiah. In summary, Daniel 2 narrates a pivotal moment in the book of Daniel, illustrating God's sovereignty over history through the interpretation of Nebuchadnezzar's dream by the prophet Daniel. The intricate structure, linguistic features, and thematic richness contribute to the complexity and significance of this biblical chapter.